So your dentist says you have a cavity, but what does that even mean?
So when we don't brush our teeth enough and we have too much sugar, we allow bacteria to grow and they release acids that slowly melt away the tooth. And so the outside of a tooth, there are like 3 different layers. It acts as a barrier, and you can almost think of it as the walls protecting the castle from invaders. As you can see in the photo above, you have that white outer portion of the tooth, and you can see on the left side of the photo that that's where the cavity is starting. But just as it happens, when the invaders get through the castle walls, they're able to completely take over and obliterate everything. And so that's why you have to get a cavity filled as soon as it gets through that layer, because the inner part of the tooth is a lot softer and not as resistant to the melting away. That's how we like to treat cavities when they're small, because you're only going to need a filling if that's the case. When they grow over time, we have to remove a lot more of tooth structure, and so you're going to need something like a crown or a inlay or onlay, which is like a porcelain Lego piece that fits into a missing part of a tooth. The problem with those is they become a lot more expensive, they require more visits, and again, you're losing more tooth structure that way. In the worst circumstances, if you don't do anything about your cavity, it can grow to the point where it reaches the nerve on the inside of the tooth, and that's where you can have like a pimple on the outside of it, and it really, really hurts. As you can see up there, there's that dark shadow that goes all the way to that long, skinny black part on the inside of the tooth. And so again, that is something known as a root canal that's needed. And again, this is costly, it can be uncomfortable, and you want to avoid this at all costs. So do this while the cavity is small.